Hello everyone, my name is Infinity and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course the law of attraction. I already recorded a video today on what to expect from the full moon, the supermoon, today in Sagittarius, as well as the coming Mercury retrograde and of course the lunar eclipse that also occurred today. So if you'd like to learn more about the general energy shifts and what I predict you can expect energetically and within your life during this astrological time, then be sure to head over to that video as well. But because I know that many of you listening to this channel are twin flames, I really want to create a reading specifically for twin flames during this time of the full moon. Now, I know that technically speaking, the full moon already occurred, but these energies tend to kind of linger. They tend to have an impact both before the event itself and a little bit after. Also, we do have a Mercury retrograde coming on the 29th. So there is just a lot going on. There is a lot of energetic or astrological chaos in the air, a lot being healed, a lot coming to the surface for the purpose of purging. And so I want to read into what this means specifically for the Twin Flame Collective. So this reading is intended specifically for twin flames or divine counterparts. If you are not a twin flame, you may still find that some of these love messages do resonate with you. However, please do keep in mind this reading is specifically for twin flame connections. So as you guys can hear, I am shuffling the cards as I've been speaking, and one card actually just flew out, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that now. While I'm shuffling, by the way, if you would like to have me bring forth specific messages for you and your connection, then be sure to subscribe to this channel and also click the like button on this video. And I say this because by clicking those buttons, by liking and subscribing, you are virtually sending your energy across all time and space to me as I am giving this reading. And by doing that, I'm able to download more hyper-specific messages for you and your specific situation and your life. Also, be sure to set your own intentions for this reading, either out loud or just within your own mind while I'm shuffling these cards, and I am going to set my own intentions out loud. So please bring forth clear messages today for the Twin Flame Collective. Please allow me to bring forth the message that the person listening to this reading needs to hear today at this time, whatever that might be. For some reason, I heard a voice say, "I'm just tired." So I don't know if that is you or your person. By the way, do keep in mind that I'm channeling a lot of collective energy here. So always use your own intuition when determining which of these messages are meant for you and which might be meant for others. I've pulled 2 cards for you already. I'd really like to start with more than that. So I'm going to see if I can bring forth any more cards. By the way, I'm starting today with the Energy Oracle Cards deck. I know some of you do ask what decks I'm using, so I try to mention that. Okay, I have 3 cards pulled for you so far. By the way, this is the most random thing, but I had a dream last night that was an anxiety dream, a kind of fear-based dream. And I feel the reason I had this dream is because I am supposed to speak on it, because I feel I'm not the only one who had this kind of a dream last night, right around the time of this full moon. So I mentioned this a little bit in my full moon what to expect video, but I would like to say to anyone listening to this video, if you've had a dream either last night or very recently in which there was some kind of fear scenario, something happening that caused you fear or anxiety, or even caused you to wonder, oh no, is this dream like trying to tell me a message? Is there something I'm supposed to be worried about? I feel guided to speak on this channel and say, if you've had a dream like that lately, the purpose of that dream was actually to bring forth that fear or anxiety for the purpose of healing it, moving past it, and that nothing will come of that situation you might have been anxious about or dreamt of in a state of fear. So I know I'm only speaking to probably 1 or 2 people listening, but I do feel that's important for me to share. Okay guys, so I have 4 cards for you here, and this feels like a really settled place to start. I'm actually going to go ahead and flip over all the cards to begin. You guys know I don't normally do this, but I feel I really need to take all of these messages together. The first card standing out to me is the first chakra card in the upright position. The first chakra is, of course, the root chakra, and for some reason I saw this like bright red fiery energy, which makes sense because this is a full moon in Sagittarius, and of course Sagittarius is a fire sign. For some reason I just heard someone is like on fire, of course not literally, but like metaphorically. I'm not sure if this is even a positive or a negative thing. I can't really tell yet. That's just kind of like what I heard. So I'm going to try to get some messages on that. So what is this fiery energy or like feeling on fire? For some reason I just heard like really intense, like there's something intense going on. Okay, and the card I got is all tied up in the upright position. For some reason, I heard someone like really in some kind of conflict, either within themselves or within their own minds, like feeling this enraged, kind of inflamed energy, and yet not speaking about it. I saw this pressure and tension like building up within someone. I know this won't apply to everyone, but I almost feel like someone has felt a lot of even like physical, I can feel it in my shoulders, like this physical tension, this kind of like fiery energy, almost like, okay guys, I know this won't connect with everyone, but it's like almost anger at someone or about some situation that's just like building up and up. This person I'm connecting with might even, and again, I don't even know what this situation is about yet. This could be about love and romance, or this could be just something completely unrelated. But I'm seeing someone who's like angrily like calling a friend or family member or like venting about this situation, but not going directly to the person or getting this situation resolved. Like just feeling this really fiery energy. And it's almost like I feel the person in this situation feels almost like it doesn't have any resolution. This is so strange. I don't even know if this message is connected to love or romance, but I just feel like someone's in this kind of like, I don't want to say like angry, although I feel it is kind of like an angry or upset or conflicted kind of internal energy that's causing physical tension. I do feel guided to say, if you are the person I'm connecting with, I feel that this energy is actually a root chakra wound that is being aggravated, so to speak, by the full moon energy, or like brought to the surface. That's a better word. Like brought to the surface because of this full moon. So if I am connecting with you about this situation, I really would recommend my root chakra activation subliminal, because this is designed to really activate the root chakra to its highest state, to build that really strong, stable, foundational, energetic core within that allows you to manifest calm, stability, sturdiness in your life. So that subliminal will be linked in the pinned comment and description box. By the way, I didn't mention this in the intro, but I do recommend specific subliminal meditations that I've created throughout these readings. So all of these come from my website, soundandsoulful.com, where I've created over 100 subliminals for all areas of life. And you can try out any subliminals from my website. I have over 100 of them. You can try them out free for 7 days when you create a free trial account on my website. So the next card that came out as I was speaking there was adjacent possibilities in the reverse position. I'm still hearing this connect with this first chakra card and this all tied up card. I feel like whatever this situation is, again, this won't be everyone, but whoever I'm connecting with, this is a situation that's caused you literal physical tension, pain, upset, conflict. But really, this is actually a manifestation of a first chakra, a root chakra wound. There is something within you that feels like really unstable or deeply anxious that is actually manifesting as anger or conflict, or again, this could be what your person is experiencing because these energies can be mirrored. And you might have vented about this experience to others, friends or family, but not directly to the person. If the situation is connected to a person, you haven't actually moved to resolve the situation. It's like you've just been running circles in your own mind about it. And then adjacent possibilities reversed, you aren't seeing, it's like the way that your ego is reacting to this situation, the way you're in this state of trauma, of wounding, isn't allowing you to see a possible, the answer, to see clearly. This root chakra wound in this situation and the ways in which the ego is being triggered is actually clouding the vision of whoever I'm connecting with, really blocking them from their intuition and not allowing them to see this situation clearly. I see someone that's just really cycling through their pain. It's like they're in this pain and trauma cycle. And I see that again with the third card, or the fourth card rather, that came out here, which is the contract card in the upright position. So I'm hearing two different things with this card because again, this is collective and people could be experiencing this energy very differently, or again, not at all. Take it as it resonates. But I feel for some, this situation actually directly connects with a karmic partner or a karmic relationship. If not a romantic relationship, it could have to do with a family dynamic that's being resolved, a karmic family relationship. Or if it's not a person, this karmic contract that's being resolved through this wounding, through this root chakra activation that's happening, through this triggering with this person at the time of this full moon. It's actually triggering this wound for the purpose of healing it, but right now this person doesn't feel that way. They're very stuck in their pain. So this could be, again, a karmic contract in the form of a person who's causing you to feel really angry, really upset, really hurt. Or this could be a karmic contract in the form of a family member, a friend, or something just within yourself, like some negative pattern, some learned behavior, some trauma response that is coming up for the purpose of being healed. And then the next card is the Sun in the reverse. So whatever this situation is, it's left this person feeling very disempowered. They're feeling, it's actually in the moment pulling them out of energetic alignments. And they're aware of this. They feel really out of alignment. They feel a lot of resistance within themselves. But overall, this whole experience, it's like what I heard is disalignment for the purpose of greater alignment, which I know sounds really strange, but it's like this momentary resistance, triggering, wounding, even anger and frustration for the purpose of actually reaching a greater state of alignment. So that's what I'm getting with all of those cards. I hope that provided you with some sense of clarity, whoever I connected with there. And again, I don't feel that those messages are for everyone, so just take it how and if it resonates. Okay, so the next card standing out to me is Healer of the Ages in the reverse. I feel this connects with this first chakra card. It's like because someone is in their pain body, reacting emotionally to a situation, even angrily or in a frustrated way, it's causing this person to feel, I just heard someone saying, have I healed at all? Have I grown at all? Like someone is feeling almost like they're reverting. Okay, and then the card that just flew out again, I just reshuffled all of those cards I just mentioned, but the Sun card came out again, and this time it's in the upright position. So before it was in the reverse position, kind of telling us there is some kind of momentary feelings of disalignment with our true self, feeling potentially angry, frustrated, stuck in this cycle of trauma or pain for the purpose of actually reaching this greater alignment. So it's like this kind of irony because someone I'm connecting with, again, it could be you or your person or just someone listening to this, is actually experiencing these cycles, pain, frustration, feeling like they're backsliding. But ultimately, this is actually for the purpose of bringing them into greater alignment. I just saw I heard the words clearing the air. I feel whatever this is, it's something that may have been kind of lingering beneath the surface for a long time and needed to be cleared out. I want to know more about another card I pulled earlier was the action card in the upright position. So I'm going to just shuffle the cards again here. What can I know about this action card in the upright position? Patience in the reverse. Okay, what I heard is someone is considering taking some kind of radical action because they are impatient. For some reason, I saw someone leaving a relationship, making some big move, making a career change, something really drastic. And I feel to others, this may even look really out of the blue. I feel that first of all, this makes a lot of sense because I spoke in my other video about how this full moon may cause many to consider a very impulsive or seemingly impulsive radical shift or change. Lunar eclipses are known for causing someone to want to just suddenly end a relationship, switch careers, make a big move, something like that. So I feel someone listening or their person has been either considering or taking some kind of radical, impulsive action, but it's coming from a space of impatience. For some, this might even be connecting with that root chakra wounds that came up earlier. It's because they are feeling frustrated, in pain, feeling unstable in some way, they're considering some impulsive action. I said this in my other video as well, there might be some overlap here, so bear with me if you also listen to the other video, but I feel it's so important for me to say here at this time with the full moon and just all of the energies going on, if you are considering some huge change or action, it is really important that you feel into your heart space, that you really clear your energy before deciding whether or not to take this action. So I really do recommend using some kind of sound therapy tool. I personally at this time have really been listening a lot to my full moon energy clearing. This is one of my favorite clearing subliminals I've created. It literally always makes me feel so energetically clear, grounded, stable, and really capable of cutting through the noise, cutting through the chaotic energies, and getting back to my true authentic self. So this subliminal will be linked in the pinned comment and description box. Okay, so 2 cards came out here, a man holding a coin, which I really associate with the divine masculine, and then victory. So what I heard is someone is going to have a metaphorical victory with their divine masculine. I just heard breakthrough, there is going to be some sort of a breakthrough, but for some reason I'm intuitively feeling that for some listening, there could be a divine feminine I'm connecting with who is considering taking a radical, potentially impulsive action from a space of impatience, but you're being guided to actually feel into your heart space before taking this action because the person I'm connecting with is doing this because they feel that their divine masculine isn't going to step forward, but he actually is. There's going to be a victory here with him, but taking this radical action that this divine feminine is considering will actually, I just heard postpone this breakthrough, postpone this victory. It's trying to force things into being instead of allowing things to just naturally come together as they are going to. I want to see if I can get more messages on this. Yeah, okay, so adjacent possibilities came up in the upright position. I just heard when you're in this space of impatience, potentially even in this root chakra wound, feeling unstable, feeling unsupported, anxious, and then in this state of impatience, considering this radical action, this person I'm connecting with is actually missing a better way, a better possibility. I just see a door opening in front of this person, but they're blinded to it because they're stuck in this cycle of pain, of anxiety, of fear. But I'm hearing if you relax and lean into your heart space and truly feel into that authentic space, there is a better way for all of this to come together. I feel like someone is on their divine path and everything has been unfolding, but then all of a sudden with these full moon energies, this person I'm connecting with is just so impatient all of a sudden, I'm tired of waiting. Maybe that's where that exhaustion came in, just feeling exhausted by the process. even though it is a perfect and divine process, it feels like to this person it's taking too long or not coming together in the right way. Okay, so with all of that being said, I also see this attachment card. This is one of the cards that came out initially. So I feel this is a good time to now speak on this card because there's a woman in this picture, and I don't always connect this to a divine feminine, but I do feel in this reading I am connecting with a divine feminine. And I just heard there's a divine feminine who is negatively attached to outcomes, or maybe to like her plan of how she wants things to go or how she wants things to come together. And this is actually preventing her from seeing a better way. It's blinding her to potential possibilities. I want to see if I can get more information. By the way, this is the 5 card, and you might be seeing the number 555 a lot in your life. So what else can we know about this attachment card? This divine feminine who is potentially negatively attaching to outcomes, or any other messages from this attachment card. Okay, door to value in the reverse came out here. Yeah, so this divine feminine, or whoever I'm connecting with here, I just heard that like she feels unsupported or devalued by her divine masculine. Like there's something about her not feeling valuable, but like to a person, like not feeling like she has value to a person. But in a sense, it's like she is attaching herself to what someone else thinks about her, or like how someone else perceives her value. And in doing so, she is actually giving away her power, giving away her value, but then blaming the other for not like making her feel powerful, making her feel valuable. So by the way, if you are a divine feminine and this is you, I would really recommend my subliminal called the Awakened Divine Feminine. This is really designed to magnetize your energy for the most highly activated divine feminine states, the most embodied divine feminine, the divine feminine that can manifest effortlessly by attracting to her as a result of her powerful magnetic energy and not through pushing or forcing. I do have a few more cards that came out here, so let's see what other messages we have. Okay, storm warning in the upright position and blossoming abundance in the reverse. So what I see with these cards, and I have a few more cards that flew out, a lot to say here. So let's take these messages one by one. First of all, with storm warning in the upright position, what I'm seeing here is a message that if this person I'm connecting with, potentially a divine feminine, again, someone who is feeling devalued, potentially by her divine masculine or unsupported, but in doing this, she is actually blinding herself to potential possibilities and giving away her power, losing her natural divine feminine power. She is considering, because of all these thoughts and feelings, an impulsive or kind of radical action because she is impatient on waiting for her divine masculine in some way. But if she continues on this path, I'm hearing, again, take this as it resonates and always listen to your own heart and soul. But I am feeling, if I'm connecting with you on all of this so far, if you were to take this radical, impulsive action from a space of impatience, from a space of not feeling valuable because you gave away your power, I'm seeing a negative outcome from doing that. That's where I get this storm warning card. I feel like this could actually bring a lot of chaos. Of course, there's no way to completely disconnect from your divine path or anything like that, so don't worry about that. But I am seeing like this will result in chaos if you act impulsively from a space of fear and impatience. The other card that came out is blossoming abundance in the reverse. And I just heard a divine feminine responding to what I'm saying, like someone here feels backed into a corner. Like I hear someone saying, well, like I feel like I don't have a choice but to take this impulsive action because I feel like my divine masculine is running through my fingers. That is what I'm hearing. Like I feel like this is the only option I have, but I feel guided to tell you, if you feel backed into a corner or like something is the only option, or like you are taking an action out of impatience or fear or anxiety, even if that's the right choice, the energy you are putting into that decision through your own fear and anxiety is not going to lead to a positive outcome. And it is really important for you to lean into your heart space, to truly I know I'm repeating myself a lot here, but someone needs to hear this. Like, find a way to ground your energy, to clear your energy. Do not make a decision from a space of fear or impatience, but from a space of love and courage and clarity. The other two cards that came out are the Thinking Man and Woman Holding a Heart in the reverse. So what I heard here is there's now a divine masculine coming through, and I'm just going to be blunt. I'm connecting with a divine masculine who's stuck in his ego in some way, and because of this, his divine feminine is feeling like she doesn't hold his heart. This might even be the same divine feminine I was connecting with earlier who was considering this impulsive action because she doesn't feel valuable. So I'm going to see if I can get more information on this. So what else can I know about this divine masculine who's potentially stuck in his ego? Goddess of the moon in the upright position. I just heard you are my goddess, but I'm afraid. Really strange message. And I heard this in a man's voice, so this could be a divine masculine. I heard a divine masculine who is almost like terrified by how brilliant and powerful and magnetic his divine feminine is. Not terrified in like a bad way, but just like in awe. That's actually the phrasing that I was looking for there. And yet, when she is in her power, he is magnetically drawn to her. But I feel that this divine feminine is actually stepping out of this goddess energy, giving away her power. There may even be some strange dynamic where she is worried that like she threatens her divine masculine emotionally when she's in her power, like she's almost too much, too powerful, too overwhelming. But of course, this is just coming from a space of fear and ego, because as twin flames, when the divine feminine is in her power, really in that goddess energy, she is so incredibly magnetic for the masculine. It goes both directions. Like the more you step into your power, the more magnetic you become. But it takes a great release of the ego mind and a lot of societal programming to be able to truly understand that and be confident about that. Okay, so the cards are feeling kind of silent now. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the love word scramble box. So what other messages can I bring forth for the Twin Flame Collective? Caution. And I heard this instantly connecting with storm warning. I just heard once again, I feel like I've said this so many times, but seriously, if you are someone considering some kind of big action, anything impulsive, anything like radical, really be sure about this decision in your heart and soul. Be sure this is a heart-centered decision and not an ego-based or fear-based decision. Younger. For some reason, I heard reconnect with your inner child, like your younger self. I heard connect with your sense of play and childlike innocence. So what I'm hearing here is like, this is kind of a blunt message, but someone I feel is almost just like taking all of this too seriously, like life or this connection, or just kind of stuck in this spiral. And again, this isn't your fault, because there are a lot of energies that are really inducing this seriousness, this analysis. But I'm hearing that someone that's connecting with this could actually really deeply connect with their twin flames simply by reigniting their own love of play, just creating. Like, I just see someone playing music, painting. I see someone at a piano, someone at an art canvas. Like, do the things that reconnect you with your inner child, with your playful self. And don't take, I just feel someone is like over-analyzing through the ego and taking a situation too seriously. And in doing this, they're actually like blinding themselves to some kind of possibility. It's like the way to open the door to this possibility for this person is actually to reconnect with their playful self, with their lighthearted self. Thinking. Yeah, I just heard overthinking. So someone is definitely overthinking, overanalyzing, like stuck in their ego mind. I want to know more about this, so I'm going to see if I can get any more messages about this thinking card, because I do feel like this connects with some kind of ego. So what else can we know about this thinking card? Who is overthinking? 6th chakra in the reverse position. So this is the third eye chakra, which connects to intuition. And what I just heard is someone is overthinking and overanalyzing to the point that it's actually totally disconnecting them from their own intuition about some kind of situation. Can I get any more messages about this overthinking card? Anything else to say about this, or the disconnect from intuition, this 6th chakra block? Okay, nothing else is coming out there right now. So I'm going to go back to the love word scramble and see what else I can bring forth. Trust. Guys, the number of times this trust card has come up, you who watch my readings a lot know this, but trust is coming up again. I'm just hearing like relinquish your overthinking and in turn replace that overthinking, that overanalysis with trust. I'm feeling guided now to pull a few cards from the Romance Angels and Lovers Oracle. I know a few of you requested in the comments that I pull more from the Romance Angels because you really connected with some of those messages in the last reading. So what other messages can I bring forth for the Twin Flame Collective at this time? What other messages are there for the Twin Flame Collective at the time of this full moon? What do Twin Flames or anyone listening need to know? Wow, guys. Okay. So I don't want you to panic from an ego space when I say this card, but the card that came out is separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. What I heard is that this is a divine space. So some of you may connect with this because you're already in a period of emotional or physical separation. For others of you, for some reason, I heard some of you might be going on a trip or a journey that will physically take you away from where your person is physically, or this might happen for them. But whatever this situation is, I hear not to be afraid of this separation or this time where you feel a little bit of distance, because this distance is actually happening so you can both process the immense amounts of energy that are taking place because of all of these transits and astrological events. And this is actually a time of deep healing and ultimately will bring you closer together. This is not a permanent situation, and this is not something that is off of your divine path. So again, only take that if it resonates, but I feel I needed to clarify that for whoever it connects with. So can I bring forth any other messages for the Twin Flame Collective? Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So what I heard with this is actually, I don't hear this connecting as much with your person, but what I'm hearing this connect with are the red flags within yourself. I just heard know thyself. Like I feel like someone is kind of aware on some level that they're playing out some kind of old pattern of negative thinking in their own mind. I also heard there might be third-party interference, like friends or family, that are actually intensifying this negative pattern or this anxiety or this fear about your situation. And you may even be being cautioned to distance yourself a little bit emotionally from the opinions of these interferences, these third-party people, like again, potentially family or friends who have these opinions. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. For some reason, guys, I just got this image of like someone who felt so much passion for their twin flame, for someone listening to this reading, and yet it feels as though literally there's like some person, some people or energy, like friends or family, that it's like they're somehow bringing down this connection, or like, I don't know if this is a third party. Again, this won't connect with everyone. This could be a third party karmic or friends or family people. These people have opinions about this connection, that it's like there is this pure, beautiful, fiery passion running between these two twin flames. But then there are these people on the periphery of this situation. Could be third parties, friends, family, people with very strong negative opinions that are actually like weighing down this situation. Like these people are the red flags. The next card I pulled is soulmates. Yes, this is your soulmate. Now, when this card comes out, I know this says soulmate and not twin flame, but I actually take this card to mean twin flame in this deck. So I feel this card is indicating like a confirmation. This is a confirmation card because I feel that again, and I know this won't connect with everyone, but I'm just feeling like some interferences from people in someone's life, like again, friends, family, people with strong negative opinions about this connection. And this may have even caused doubt within you. And I feel some of you may have come to this reading like, I just don't even know if this is my person anymore. Like, was I wrong about this person? I just hear someone saying like, you know me, in response to that, like, you know who I am. I said this in my last reading, but like, you know this person because in those quiet moments when you are alone with yourself, they are there with you. It's like they are part of you. They are there in your heart. So I feel if you were coming to this reading asking, is this person my twin flame? This is your yes confirmation to that question. I'm just shuffling these cards to see if there's anything else I can bring through here. And it looks like that's all I have from the Romance Angels deck. So I am now going to be pulling cards from the Lover's Oracle. Okay, so what other messages can I bring forth for twin flames at this time, for the twin flame collective? Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. Guys, I pulled this exact same card yesterday. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Yeah, so what I'm hearing here is just going back to that potential first chakra, root chakra block that's causing emotional reactivity, like someone is in this very emotionally reactive state that is actually clouding them from seeing this situation clearly, from seeing their connection clearly. And I'm hearing that not only is there a root chakra block here, but there's also some heart chakra block in the form of like resentment. And I'm not even sure if this is like resentment towards your person. This could just be like, I just heard pain because of past relationships or past failures in love or something like that. Like there's someone with walls up around their heart. And for some reason, I feel like your person, your twin flame, broke down these walls around your heart. But now all of a sudden with these full moon energies, some of these old walls, I just heard old walls are coming back up again. So for those of you connecting with this message specifically, I would really recommend my twin flame heart chakra activation subliminal at this time, because twin flames actually communicate energetically and only in a small bit through their literal words. Most of their communication is through energy. So this means when we have energy blocks, especially through the heart chakra, this really muddies the communication between twin flames or stops it altogether in the form of emotional or physical separations. So I really recommend this subliminal just to clear out any heart chakra wounds or blocks that are preventing clear, open, loving communication in the physical with your twin flame. So the link to this twin flame heart chakra activation is in the pinned comment and the description box. But as I was speaking, one more card flew out. And this card is friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. With this card, I just heard like you need a strong foundation in order to thrive. And I feel that there's so much passion in this connection that I'm reading into. So much passion that at some point I feel that these two people may have gotten like caught up in this passion. And it's almost like these wounds came out, these fears, these anxieties triggering back and forth occurring because of this wounding. But I feel that this card is saying like, I just heard get back to the basics. Like if you are someone who is connecting in the physical with your person, I feel like this would be a time to truly like focus on actively listening to them, especially because we're about to experience a Mercury retrograde. I'm hearing communication could be very muddied. So if you do have a basis of friendship with your person in the physical world, and again, I know this won't be everyone, but I am hearing for someone like if you are in a relationship physically, or if you are friends or whatever, this would be the time to just like let go of your attachment to outcomes and truly nurture the bond of like friendship that you have beneath the passion and the romance with this person, and that in turn that bond platonically will actually strengthen that passion. It will provide it with a foundation. I keep hearing like foundation, which makes sense because there was that root chakra wound coming up earlier, which the root chakra really connects with our sense of foundation. And again, I'm just seeing like two people that are almost like caught up in this wounding, this triggering, this passion, and it's almost like they've lost the foundation of their connection. Like it's feeling ungrounded because of these miscommunications, because of this triggering along with this intense passion. Okay, so one more card fell out, and this card is, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. And the word that really stuck out here to me was heart. Notice it didn't say like deep in your mind or your ego. Feel into your heart space, because within your heart, like, you know the answer. I feel that it's like I'm connecting now with someone who it's like they knew this person was their twin flame. Like from pretty much week one, day one, like as soon as they understood the concept of twin flames, something within them just clicked and they said, yes, this is my person. But then lately there's been some kind of circumstance, either within themselves or externally with their person, that has caused some kind of doubt to emerge for this person I'm connecting with. And you are just being gently guided back into your heart space, being told, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. And I also heard it's really important to release, again, I'm reiterating this, but there potentially are people around you, third parties or negative people with these opinions about your connection. But Spirit is saying, like, you have always known the answers within yourself, and these other people, if there are these interferences, like, they might want what's best for you, but they also don't understand your connection the way you do. These soul intentions were given to you and not to them, so you can't expect others to understand fully this path. And I just feel like someone needed to hear that. And the last card I brought forth was transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. And for some reason, I saw the separation card connected to this. I know this won't apply to everyone, but I am strongly feeling that some may have some kind of separation that's either in the process of happening or about to happen. Again, this could be someone going on a trip, some kind of temporary separation, feeling some kind of emotional distance. But know that if this does happen or is happening, that this is actually a time of transformation. I just heard like this isn't what it seems. Like it might look like a separation to the ego, but at the same time, during this period of potential separation, again, emotionally, physically, whatever it is, your connection and relationship is actually deepening all the while, building this really strong foundation, this secure, stable foundation that is going to allow you to sustain a stronger 3D connection with your person. So the last thing I'm going to do is roll some letter initials and sign cards. So this might be the first, middle, or last name of you or your person. Alternatively, these might just spell words that connect to the reading. OIRBS. For some reason I heard sob, so I know that someone might be crying or might have this literal release of tears or emotion through crying. ORXMB. Rob. For some reason I heard like someone feeling like they were robbed of their love with someone, which sounds like a really strange message, but I feel like someone feels like it's not fair the way in which they aren't able to connect more with their person in the 3D for some reason. TISC. For some reason I heard stick, and I heard like, I'll stick by you wherever you go, whatever you do. We've always been connected. We will always continue to be connected, so trust. SUEVN. I heard nervous. For some reason, along with that, I felt butterflies. So your person might give you really strong butterflies, or you might give them butterflies. DKWOLY. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do is pull some sign cards. So these might be the sun, moon, or rising sign of your person. Aries, Aquarius, Capricorn, Leo, Virgo. So Virgo, Leo, Aries, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising could be your sign or your person's sign, but please do keep in mind with those hyper-specific portions of the readings, those might not resonate with you, and that is perfectly okay. So I feel this is a really sound place to end this reading. So thank you so much for joining me on this full moon for this twin flame reading. Please let me know in the comments if any of these messages reached you, connected with you through your heart or soul. Also, if they did resonate, then please subscribe to this channel. And also you can follow me on Instagram at @magnetizeyourself. All of the subliminals I recommended during this reading will be linked in the pinned comment and the description box under this video. You can click any of those links to explore more of the energetic benefits infused into each subliminal, and you can also try out any of them completely free when you create a free trial account on my website. Thank you so much again. I am so grateful for each and every one of you beautiful souls out there listening. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again in the next reading.